a follow-up from when I die cut some felt, wall felt that I'd bashed down. So if you go back and watch that video, I was really pleased that it managed to cut, and it did manage to cut, but you can see simply just by like moving it, it's starting to fall apart. So I wanted to see if we can do anything with that using a needle, to see if this is really going to be any use. So I cut 2 of these and I used a needle to get this one down a bit. It's quite rough around the edges. I could go on a bit longer, I suppose, but I was sort of got a bit fed up with that. And so let's try the butterfly. I wanted to try the butterfly. I wanted to see if I can tidy it up and make that better. So that's kind of, I'm wondering if we should try using a multi-tool on it. Where have I put my multi-tool? Let's have a little look. Let's try just with this to just, and it's going to obviously make it a bit wider and a bit flatter. That probably has helped a bit, but I'm quite scared to move it. Let's have a go at using this. So I'm just going to go over the top. These pokey bits here are difficult. I sort of wondered with, and I didn't try any like merino wool. That might have worked better. I'm not sure. Let's bring that piece back in if we can. I don't know. I think I don't know why I really wanted it to work, because you could just take some felt. If you just wanted to make a plain felt colour butterfly, you could just take a piece of felt and do that. But that's not the joy of needle felting, is it? That's not how this works. I guess it's just about the end result and what you can create with that, really. Yeah, not sure. Maybe it's something I'll probably come back to and play around with. I did try last year to make some butterflies. They weren't great. They didn't come out great. I mean, it would be a good template, I suppose, if you wanted to cut a felt one to use as a template. It would definitely be a good template. Okay, it is sticking together a bit more. Now, if this was something that I'd felted myself, I would be coming in here to harden this up. So let's do that. It feels like there's almost not quite enough wool here to do that. But this just feels like there's just not enough wool. And I don't want the heaviness of the finger guards, but I don't want to stab myself. Yeah, it just feels like there's just not enough wool. That is just too delicate to be of much use. I mean, it might be good if you were doing a needle felt picture and you wanted to, you know, pop a butterfly on the picture, I suppose. I guess that would work, because it's going to stick into that mat. Yeah, it's not good, is it? And it's also got larger. Okay, I'm going to go for one finger guard. Let's just see if we can get a butterfly out of this shape without worrying too much about keeping the original shape as such. Let's just get this looking more like a butterfly. This is still going to take time. This is probably not really an easy option. I don't know. I'll have a go at see if I can make a butterfly, won't I? Myself, like it, without using the machine. Can I get it up off the mat? Oh, it's not happy, is it? It's not happy. This side's worked better. Maybe it's my technique. Maybe I needed to use a multi-tool more on it. Maybe I probably just needed to felt it harder before I cut it. But that, I didn't want to take away that. I don't know, I still wanted there to be something more of a creative process rather than just a piece of felt that you cut. It's all like experimenting, isn't it? It's all sort of trial and error, really. I think if you do this, you're going to probably end up spending so much time trying to get this more felted. Maybe it needed to be thicker, then maybe it wouldn't have cut. Lots of maybes, lots of things to come back to and try. Maybe a different needle might work better. Fascinating, really, isn't it? What can be achieved? What can we use to aid us when we make things? Can we find shortcuts? Oh, well, look, I've made that really thin now. Which I guess is actually quite nice. It definitely feels more, stronger now. I kind of wish I'd done like blended some colours in with this now. I certainly could add some colour as long as I don't felt it too hard. I'm gonna have a go at making a butterfly without a template now, aren't I? To really see how I feel about this, but that's not the mission. Was to see if I could save some of these shapes, because I really wanted to see if the Big Shot could be used. And the Big Shot is by the brand Sizzix. There are other brands out there. I like the Big Shot because it's specifically, there is bits that are specifically designed to work with fabric. Not that I do much with fabric, but that fascinates me, that ability to be able to cut out. I think I've got like a Christmas tree shape, so I can cut out 12 identical Christmas tree shapes if I wanted to. Out of material, and some dyes from other brands will work, but it's the big dyes that they have, the black ones with the foam on. That's the ones that you can really use to what I've done to this wing, that you can really use to cut out fabric, and there's even one that does like jewelry. I think is it vintage or something, that you can do things to jewelry and stuff. It's really clever. It's an amazing brand to go and have a look at if you're into multi-crafts rather than just needle felting. But if you're here, you're probably not. You're probably just into needle felting. Okay, we've kind of like slimmed this down, haven't we? I could see me spending quite a bit of time on this and actually getting, I don't know, we're getting further away from it being a butterfly, or just very pointy. Am I ever going to be able to get the other side to look similar now? That's the question. That is the question. In which case, if it doesn't, it's kind of pointless, isn't it? So what would I say I've learnt from doing this? Maybe it needs to be felted more before I start running something through the Big Shot. Maybe I need to felt it much stronger. I don't know how I'm going to get that wing the same. I mean, I could add some more wool. Definitely could add some more wool. For some reason, I mean, it might have been that it was uneven when I put it through the machine. The wool might have been thicker on this side, therefore this side is holding better, or my technique or something. I don't think, yeah, I don't know. But if I don't get this wing better, then it won't be the same. I don't know how I'm gonna, oh, maybe, keep going. It's coming up a bit, isn't it? Still not as much. Just don't know if I can get this wing up as much as that one. It just doesn't look like there's the same amount of felt here at all, does it? I think that's a no. I think that's a bit of a fail. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to call that one a bit of a fail. Let's quickly try the flower. The flower's doing the same thing. It's coming away. You can see it really closely. So let's felt this more. Let's use the multi-tool, and I've snapped one. So we've only got 3 in there now, which is still better than 1. But yeah, I accidentally snapped one. And it feels like it, look at it distorting. That's almost quite funny. Look at the shape. The shape's gone. Okay. We'll go in here. This is the bit with flowers that I find difficult. It's getting like all of these pieces. Let's use my needle felt and brain rather than trying to save the die. Let's think about this like if I was making it from scratch. So what I'm going to do is add a bit more wool into this one because it looks like there's not enough here. Let's do that. I'm sort of feeling like you're having to go to, not hassle, having to go to a lot of work to get this to work. I don't know if it's worth it, whether it'd be worth just... I feel a bit disappointed really that I thought this was going to be like a great help. Not that I intend to make lots of flowers because I don't. I'm much happier making creatures than I am making flowers. If you've had a go with a Big Shot, if you've tried this, do let me know. I didn't search to see if people have, so maybe loads of people have tried it and they have some tips that might make it helpful. I guess you kind of like when you have these craft machines and you've invested these money into these things, you kind of like, you want to be able to use it to its maximum. And I don't do very much paper craft at the moment, but because that machine can cut other things, I wouldn't want to be without it. But I definitely don't do much of that anymore. So I mean, it's slowly getting better, isn't it? It's slowly becoming something. Remembering that this was a bit wonky anyway. You see that bit was not straight. It's just the design of the flower. You can kind of see how I've really distorted this. I mean, it has given me the basic shape, and it's getting like these individual petals that I find a bit tricky. Trying doing them in like making individual round bits and then joining them is still a bit difficult. I think it might be that it's something I come back to and try again another time. Definitely, if you were doing something, a flat picture, I might consider maybe cutting something out on there. I don't know. But that's a bit more solid. I think if you work on it long enough, but you're going to end up having to put quite a lot of your own skill into keeping these shapes. I probably would have liked more felt on these so that they're thicker on the ends. And then just quickly, I'm going to abandon that there because I'm really not feeling it. Just quickly, I had a go, so where's the butterfly too. What have I done with it? Oh, here. So I cut a couple of these butterflies out with normal felt, and I had to go at just stabbing this on to see if I could get it to, because I made a leaf boat where I took some felt and I added some wool to it to make the shape I wanted, and that is doable. It's quite hard work and it's not a great deal of fun, I don't think. Look at the way that's changed. Just, yeah, plain, see what you can do. Yeah, this is quite a thin felt. I know you can get different quality felts, maybe that would make a difference. I don't know, it's interesting. I'm not against using the machine, I just not sure if it's really worth the hassle. And next time, I keep this safe. Next time I make a butterfly, I will see if I can come up with any kind of shape like this, just out of interest. But thank you for watching me, and if you like this video, please subscribe, and have fun and play with the tools you have. Thank you, bye.